One of the best things about being single is having the opportunity to experience fun dating activities with a wide variety of people. One of the worst parts of being single is sitting home alone when you'd rather be out on a date because you either missed an opportunity to ask somebody out or you mishandled your opportunity to ask them out and you got turned down. Time to step your game up a little bit. Hey, this is Todd. Welcome to the Thrive Singles Podcast. Whether you're single again or still single, stop hating being single and learn to thrive. And welcome back for another week of the Thrive Singles Podcast. I am so glad you're here with us to learn more about how to thrive as a single person. And this week, I want to talk to you about how to date more. In the course of your everyday life, opportunities will present themselves. What do you do in those pivotal moments? Do you hesitate or talk yourself into inaction and out of taking a risk? Or do you seize that moment? You never know where seizing that moment could lead. It could lead to an embarrassing crash and burn, but it could lead to a date or even a marriage. Who knows? And you'll never know unless you step out and learn to take some action. My best advice is to get out of your comfort zone and take a few risks. When you do, you'll probably get a few rejections, but that's okay. After a few rejections, you come to realize they're not fatal. In fact, they can be instructional. Learn from each encounter. And the more you do it, the less intimidating it is, and the more natural it feels. The first time you do anything is the scariest, but each time after that, it gets less and less scary. And I say this as a guy who was by no means naturally outgoing. Not as a teenager, not even as a young adult. In fact, that was one of the things I learned later in life in my second singleness. It took a midlife divorce to teach me that. But now it's become my nature. In fact, I was just recently walking down the hall at church, and there was this rather attractive woman just ahead of me. Pastor stuck his head out of an office along the hallway and said, "Hi, Sam." She said, "Hi, Ben." He said, "Hi, Todd." I said, "Hi, Ben." Then without missing a beat, I turned and said, "Hi, Sam." And Sam said, "Hi, Todd." Just a simple thing. I seized that opportunity. And for the rest of the walk down the hall, Sam and I had a nice conversation. If I were a single man, who knows where that conversation could have led? If I were still my younger self, that conversation would have never taken place. My fear would have kept me from opening my mouth, and I would have missed an opportunity to make a new friend and have a nice conversation. It would have been just another wasted opportunity, one of so many. To step out and do things like that takes confidence. That's another thing I lacked as a younger man. It's also another thing I developed after my divorce, in my 40s. So no matter how old you are, or what you've been through, you can still develop that confidence. This is doable. It's something you can, with effort, change about yourself. And in the case of confidence, I think it's okay to fake it till you make it. And I know people love to hate on that old saw, but when it comes to confidence, it makes sense. In my case, I just started acting and reacting to things like I would if I had more confidence. And after doing that consciously for a while, I started doing it without thinking about it. It became my nature. It became my default mode. But by confidence, I don't mean arrogance. True confidence is very attractive. For most people, arrogance is a huge turnoff. If that's you, get over yourself. You're not God's gift to the opposite sex. There's a reason you haven't been on a date this weekend, and it's not because you're too good for everybody around you. They're avoiding you because you're arrogant. No, by confident, I simply mean not overly timid. I mean, you're not afraid to interact with people of the opposite sex that you find attractive. Here's another valuable bromide for you guys listening to this. This is a true truism. Faint heart never won fair maiden. The last thought I want to leave you with this week is this. If you want to date more, just be nice. Be nice to everybody around you, not just the people you're interested in. It's pretty simple. People prefer to hang out with nice people. And yes, I know some people are out looking for the bad boy or the bad girl. But in general, they're people with issues. They're people who, trust me on this, you don't want to get involved with. Those are the people that have those torturous, hot and cold, on-again, off-again relationships that tend to end badly. Just stay away. The overwhelming majority of sane, rational, emotionally healthy people, the kind you could actually be happily married to, are looking for somebody who treats people well. And that's especially true for middle-aged singles who've had the benefit of age and hindsight. In our facilitating the divorce care groups, it was almost universal. None of these people were looking for the bad boy or the bad girl anymore. They knew better at that point. People aren't looking for pushy, rude, or crude. They're looking for kind and nice. And I find that bold, confident people are usually the nicest people. It's the people who are arrogant or insecure who look for opportunities to belittle and put down other people. Don't be that guy. Don't be that girl. Be the nice, confident, bold guy or girl that everybody wants to hang out with. So, till next time, remember, dating done right is fun and helpful in thriving as a single person and helpful in finding a suitable spouse. But then most of you don't need to be talked into wanting to date more. You want to learn how to date more. And I can't guarantee doing these simple things will get you more dates. This episode's only one small part of that. Be sure to go to thrivesingles.com, catch all my episodes about dating and becoming more attractive. And while you're there, subscribe and leave a comment and download your free book. There are lots of things to consider. You do need to work at being the most physically, emotionally, and spiritually attractive person you can possibly be. You also need to put yourself in position to meet somebody worth pursuing. And of course, you need to learn to thrive as a single person. But being bold, confident, and just nice can go a long way toward helping you to go on more dates. And as always, till next time, thrive on. I hope you enjoyed this week's podcast. See you next week. Till then, be sure to subscribe and go check out my extensive archive of past posts at thrivesingles.com. And thrive on. Whoa, thrive. Yeah, come alive. There's more to life. You gotta grow. You gotta thrive. Whoa, whoa, you gotta thrive. There's more to life than to just survive. You gotta grow, you gotta thrive.